It's really hot in my room, that's why I look like, I was going to say Oompa Loompa, but Oompa Loompas aren't pale. Lala Loopsy? Noddy? Judy and Punch. That, we'll go with that. I look like Punch. Today's video is one I've already done before, but I thought I'd make it part 2 because you guys really liked the first one. And that is answering questions you're too afraid to ask your mum. I love watching these videos. I asked you guys my Instagram. Go follow it. Oh, I haven't put lip balm on. I asked you guys on my Instagram for some questions that you're too afraid to ask your mum. Obviously I have done this before, so I will try my best to not repeat any questions. First one is how to ask my mum if I can use tampons. That shouldn't even be a question. If you want to use tampons, go out and buy yourself some. Like, if your mum doesn't want you to wear tampons, why would someone not want you to use tampons? I don't know. Personally, tampons are like the crocodile is pointing towards the tampon and the pad is on the other side, crying and weeping because they're so uncomfortable. Guys, please use tampons. You really take dick on no, if you can't even fit 2 inches up yourself. Literally just say, mum, buy me some, like, go to the supermarket with her and just be like, oh mum, can I have some tampons? How to shave down there without getting razor burn and how to do it. I'm probably the worst person to ask for this because personally I am really bad at shaving. Like, I don't know how to do it. I think my razor's like really bad. I don't know. Either use conditioner or shaving foam. Don't use like body wash. Personally I use shaving foam, but I feel like you've got to have a really sharp razor to get a really like clean shave. Otherwise you might get like prickly bits, which we don't want. Please don't use a blunt razor. You could even try using hair removal cream. I have done that before. It's kind of uncomfortable. Like, it kind of stings a little bit if you get it like too far down. Make sure you're using the right razor and don't just use any old soap. Make sure you're using something soft and something that will foam up and lather so that there's like a barrier between you and your razor, because no one wants a dry shave. Jesus Christ. Someone said what's the right age to wear thongs. I definitely went through that awkward stage of not being able to tell my mum that I bought thongs, because basically I used to go to Primark with my friends like in like year 7, 8, it might have been year 9, I think it was year 8, and I thought, right, I'm gonna buy a thong. Like, I bought a Primark 3 set of thongs. I actually still wear them to this day, these ones to be precise. But how much are they? Like £1 or something. I bought them and I used to wear them and I'd be too scared to put them in the wash, so I'd literally just like stuff them in the bottom of my drawer. So I basically hand washed my thongs for like 2 months or something. I didn't wear them that much, like it wasn't gross, like I barely ever wore them because I couldn't put them in the wash because I was too much of a pussy. Obviously they get to a certain age where you don't want to VPL anymore, or you just feel like thongs are more sexy, because they are. Like, no one wants to pull down your trousers and see you wearing granny panties. Like, that ain't a look. Obviously if you want to, do, but personally, like, that ain't sexy, sis. Have pride in the fact that you wear thongs and you want to like feel good in yourself. Like, thongs make me feel so much more like sexy and confident than like really unflattering knickers. Like, ew. Just tell your mum, just put them in the wash and they'll end up in your wash pile in your room and you'll be like, oh, she washed them. How to tell your mum that you might have an eating disorder. I'd say please tell her as soon as you can kind of see the like symptoms. I don't know what to call them. Like, as soon as you feel like you might be on the way to an eating disorder, or maybe it's too late, maybe you already have started having an eating disorder, please tell someone. Obviously it doesn't have to be your mum, but obviously your mum or your dad or someone close to you is obviously probably a good idea. If you're over 16 you could obviously just go to the doctor. If you don't want to tell your mum, just please think about what you're doing before you do it. Like, I know it's easier said than done, but like, if you're having body image issues or eating issues, get help as soon as you can, because eating disorders are something that stick with you for life. I don't have one obviously, but I say obviously, but anyone can have one, like, behind the scenes. You know, sometimes I have issues with food, I have issues with like body confidence. I'm not going to say I have body dysmorphia because I don't think I do, but like, obviously I get really insecure and sometimes I think about the stuff I eat, I count my calories, blah blah blah. Just tone it down. If you feel like you're counting your calories or you're constantly telling yourself you can't eat this because it'll make you fat, etc., just get help, and just don't let it eat away at your personality or eat away at your social life, because it'll be hard to get out of that hole once you've dug it. How do I bring down the 7 glasses, 3 bowls and 2 plates to my kitchen without her knowing? Damn, this is a hard question. Maybe get on your fucking feet, get out of your bed, you lazy ass, and bring them downstairs. My boyfriend doesn't want to get condoms. What do I do, as I really don't want to go on the pill? Obviously if you don't want to go on the pill, that's your preference. I'd say the pill hasn't really had much impact on me. It's made me cry at films, that's the only thing it's done, and I think that's a good thing because I hated being that emotionless bitch. If he doesn't want to get condoms, then like, he really needs to sort himself out, because STIs are a thing and I doubt he wants to be giving them to you or receiving them from you. You never know, you might have one and not know. Like, chlamydia is a dark horse, so I'd say just make him put one on. Like, Jesus, not that hard. So yeah, please be careful, because no one wants an infection down there. Just be like, okay, look, I need you to wear a condom or I'm not having sex with you. What's he gonna say then? Have sex with someone else? I don't think so. Well, I'd hope not. Can you get pregnant from swallowing? No, 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 no. Why would anyone even think that? No. If someone sends you nudes early on, does that mean they don't want a relationship? Not necessarily, but probably like 80 to 20% yes, because sending nudes is not a good relationship factor. If you're sending nudes to your boyfriend, like fairs, like if you actually just feel comfortable and you want to show him how much of a bad bitch you are, fair enough. But obviously sending nudes is illegal, so you know, I wouldn't just do it willy-nilly to anyone. And if he's sending you nudes without you even like seducing him, then he's just weird. Like that, if someone just randomly sent me like a dick pic, like I'd be like, ew, I'd be deleting that boy straight away. So yeah, sending nudes very early on is a very, very bad sign. I just wouldn't send them to him, and if he's loyal to you and if he actually wants you, then he'll obviously accept that you don't want to send to him. But don't give in straight away and send to him, because then you just look like a mug. I've started smoking for a boy, should I stop? Oh, this is like the worst thing you could ever do. Smoking is one of my biggest pet peeves ever. I get loads of DMs being like, I've seen you smoke. I'm like, no you haven't, honey, shut the f up. No you haven't. Like, it just gets on my nerves, just a little bit. Just don't smoke. Smoking is disgusting. It's absolutely minging. I think it's one of the most unattractive things anyone could ever do. It destroys you, and I think the global pandemic right now could tell us something about smoking, and that it causes you to die. Like, it literally is like the road to death, or lung disease, or it's so unhealthy and it's so disgusting, and it's just, I could do a whole video about how ugly smoking is, but I'm not going to. But if you smoke for a boy, do not. If a boy is making you smoke for them, for their pleasure, that's disgusting and weird. Sack him off straight away. If you're smoking because he smokes, stop. Like, you can still sit with him when he has one. It doesn't mean you have to have one, honey. Asking if I can stay at my boyfriend's house for the night for the first time. I haven't experienced this because, funnily enough, this bitch hasn't even had a boyfriend ever. So I can't relate to this. I can't tell you my own experience, but I'd say make sure your parents have met him, because obviously my mum wouldn't let me sleep at some random boy's house that she's never met. Like, that is weird. Make sure he's come to yours a lot of times. Make sure you're really, really comfortable with him. If she knows the boy and she likes the boy and she feels comfortable with him and she knows how much you like him, how much you love him, she will most likely say yes. Like, you're already shagging him anyway when you go round to his on a Saturday afternoon, so what difference does it make, really? Tell her that. Say, mum, what difference does it make? Just try persuade. Just get your persuading head on and go for it. What's the difference between Snapchatting and talking? Obviously, this is quite a good question, because I think there is a big difference. Obviously, there's people that I Snapchat and there's people that, well, there's not people that I talk to, because newsflash, I'm single AF. Let's say, for example, in the past there's been people I Snapchat, like boys I Snapchat and boys I talk to. I say Snapchat is generally like you have a streak, or you just kind of Snapchat every now and then, or maybe you do like them and you do speak to them a lot, but like there's never anything going on there, you just like them as a friend, etc. Obviously I'd say that's Snapchatting someone. When you're talking to someone, you feel something when you see their name pop up on your notifications. You wait for their reply. You feel anxious if they haven't replied in over 10 minutes. And Jesus, we all know what it's like when it gets to the 17-minute mark. It's like, this boy's either fallen asleep or he's ignoring me. I don't know why 17 is stuck there for me, but 17 used to be the number that pissed me off so much. Like, I was speaking to this boy and it used to get to 17 and I'd be like, that's it, he's not Snapchatting me for 5 hours. And I was always right. Maybe get the red heart, yellow heart, whatever it is, and Snapchat with them. That kind of shows that you both are dedicated. You're the person that the other person speaks to you the most. If they say morning, it's kind of like, I don't know, it just feels a bit more like real. How to actually put tampon in. I was an absolute puff when it came to tampons. I was so scared to put one in. I don't know why. Most of my friends had already done it and I was like so scared. I don't know why. Basically start with the regular ones, like if you're getting like Tampax ones. I think it's kind of like universal across them all. Like the yellow ones are normally like the thin ones. They're like not even a centimetre thick, I don't even think. It makes it so much easier if you're like wet down there. That sounds weird, but like maybe do it after you've had a shower, or literally just get water and like splash yourself with it. Just make sure you're moist down there, otherwise it's gonna hurt like a bitch. You know, do this kind of position, kind of squat a little bit, or you could put your leg onto a raised surface. That works as well. Easier said than done, obviously, because you know I did struggle with it, but once you've done it once, that's it for life, honestly. There's that initial kind of hurt that you feel at the very start when you've literally got this much in and you think, oh my god, this is gonna hurt so much. Past that little bit, it doesn't hurt at all. It goes straight up, and make sure you angle it like backwards backwards towards your back rather than upwards, because obviously your vagina doesn't go upwards, it goes back. That's kind of it. That's just how to put a tampon in. Thank you very much. If you have sex with a condom, do you lose your virginity or not? Are you stupid? Of course you do, girl. If it goes in you, it goes in you. You've lost. I mean, you've lost, but you've won. Should you lie to your doctor about being sexually active if your mum is with you? Obviously, if you've already told your mum that you've had sex before, that you have a boyfriend, etc., then it's okay to say it. Like, just say it. Like, don't be a pussy. Just like say like yes. It depends what you go to the doctor for. If you're going to the doctors for something that's got absolutely nothing to do with like you being sexually active, like, then obviously maybe you could get away with saying no, but I feel like you shouldn't lie to a doctor because it might have an impact. Like, you might have to do like a urine test or, you know, something like that, or if you're going on the pill, they might recommend different pills depending on like your sexual activity. I don't know. So I'd say try not to lie, and if your mum is there and she doesn't know and the doctor asks you that, and it will matter whether you say yes or no, then you're obviously just gonna have to suck it up and say yes. But I think if it's avoidable, then definitely avoid it, because that is so awkward. But at the same time, it's your health and they might need to know. I've never had discharge, is that normal? And the last question I'm gonna answer is a biggie, and it's how can I get over someone? Everyone has different methods, everyone has different ways, everyone has different situations on how things ended, how things started, how much you love someone, how much you hate someone. I don't know, it's all very like under the circumstances kind of thing. But the primary things to do are to block them on everything that you have. Maybe still let them follow you, let them know that you're a badass bitch, but don't follow them, don't let them follow your private Instagram, don't follow their private Instagrams. I feel like you should remove them on Snapchat just so you're not tempted to message them. I feel like you should still keep their number because that's just like a nice thing to have, maybe if they ever wanted to ring you, or, you know, I feel like things would have to be really bad for you to delete their number. But obviously under the circumstances, if it's been very, very toxic, then definitely delete them out of your life. That definitely helped me, kind of doing all those things, blocking them and not speaking to them, because I feel like after that you can kind of just see them as another person. It might take ages, and you kind of just got to find yourself and know that you're worth more than that, and there's always better out there for you, and there's always something better. I don't know, I feel like a lot of the time when you go through something like that, you feel as though you've lost everything, you feel as though you will never find something as good as that, when there's always something better, and there's always more to look forward to than the shitty boy that left you in the dark for 6 months and didn't reply to your Snapchats. So that's the end of this video. I hope you really enjoyed it. If you want to get involved in another video like this, don't forget to follow my Instagram, and all my other social medias will be linked down below. Please subscribe if you're new, because we are so close to 100,000 subscribers. Leave a friendly comment down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!